Om Sadashiva-Samarambham Shankaracharya-Madhyamam Asmadacharya-Paryantam Vande Guru-Paramparam Lakshminatha-Samarambham Nathayamuna-Madhyamam Asmadacharya-Paryantam Vande Guru-Paramparam. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Saraswati Namastubhyam, Varade Kamarupini, Vidyarambham Karishyami, Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada. कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नंदगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्। Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Okay. So anyone would wish to chant from Sloka number 54 to the end? Sthita Prajna, Lakshanam Sadhanam. I will start. Next Sloka you can say. Arjuna Uvacha Sthita Prajnasya ka bhasha samadhistasya Keshava Sthitadi kim prabhasheta kimasita vracheta kim.
Bhagavan Uvacha Prajahati yada kama Sarvapathamanogataan Atmanyevatmana tushta Itapragyat uchyate
Dukkheshvarudvignamanaha Sukheshu vigatasprihaha Vitaragabhayakrodaha Sthitadhir muniruchyate. यस्सर्वत्रानभिस्नेहः तत्तत्प्राप्य शुभाशुभं नाभिनन्दति न द्वेष्टि तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठिता. Charu, let it be. You have to learn first. Yada samharate chayam kurmongaani vasarvashah इंद्रियाणि इंद्रियार्थेभ्यः तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठिता. Come on, someone else who knows.
निराहारस्य देहिनः रसवर्षं रसोऽप्यस्य परं दृष्ट्वा निवर्तते.
यततो ह्यपि कौन्तेय पुरुषस्य विपश्चितः इन्द्रियाणि प्रमाथीनि हरन्ति प्रसभं मनः.
संयम्य युक्त आसीत मत्परः वशे हि यत् इन्द्रियाणि तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठिता
ध्यायतो विषयान् पुंसः सङ्गस्तेषूपजायते सङ्गात् सञ्जायते कामः कामात् क्रोधोऽभिजायते
क्रोधात् भवति सम्मोहः सम्मोहात् स्मृतिविभ्रमः स्मृतिभ्रंशात् बुद्धिनाशः बुद्धिनाशात् प्रणश्यति
रागद्वेषवियुक्तैस्तु विषयानिन्द्रियैश्चरन् आत्मवश्यैर्विधेयात्मा प्रसादमधिगच्छति
प्रसादे सर्वदुःखानां हानिरस्योपजायते प्रसन्नचेतसो ह्याशु बुद्धिः पर्यवतिष्ठते
नास्ति बुद्धिरयुक्तस्य न चायुक्तस्य भावना न चावाभयतः शान्तिः अशान्तस्य कुतः सुखम्
इन्द्रियाणां विचरतां यन्मनोनुविधीयते ततस्य हरति प्रज्ञां वायुर्नावमिमां रसि
तस्माद्यस्य महाबाहो निगृहीतानि सर्वशः इन्द्रियाणीन्द्रियार्थेभ्यः तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठिता
या निशा सर्वभूतानां तस्यां जागर्ति संयमी यस्यां जागृति भूतानि सा निशा पश्यतो मुनेः
आपूर्यमाणमचलप्रतिष्ठं समुद्रमापः प्रविशन्ति यद्वत् तद्वत्कामायं प्रविशन्ति सर्वे स शान्तिमाप्नोति न कामकामी
विहाय कामान् सर्वान् पुमांश्चरति निःस्पृहः निर्ममो निरहङ्कारः स शान्तिमधिगच्छति
Yes, Shama, continue.
एषा भ्रामिस्थितिः पार्थ नैनां प्राप्य विमुह्यति स्थित्वा स्यामन्तकालेऽपि ब्रह्मनिर्वाणमृच्छति
ओम तत्सत् इति श्रीमद्भगवद्गीतासु उपनिषत्सु ब्रह्मविद्यायां योगशास्त्रे श्रीकृष्णार्जुन संवादे सांख्ययोगो नाम द्वितीयोऽध्यायः. Okay, it is necessary that at least these shlokas, Sthita Prajna Lakshanam, Sthita Prajna Sadhanam, if you learn it and you know the meaning, it will be helpful to give you a direction how to go ahead. If you don't remember it, then you will not remember the meaning. If you don't remember the meaning, then it will not help you to give you a direction. So, I would say as many times as we have got to complete this particular shlokas, we will be repeating every time once. Use that opportunity to learn it. It will help a lot going ahead. Okay. So last time, please be on mute.
To connect the different device, go to the Alexa app.
Okay. So last time we have seen the 55th shloka and 56th shloka. Okay. So the 56th shloka are very, very important ones talking about Sthita Prajna Lakshana. Okay. Now, as Krishna clearly mentioned, is Prajahati yada kaman sarvan partha manogatan atmanyeva atmana tushtaha sthita prajnastadochyate dukkheshvanudvignamanaha sukheshu vigatasprihaha Vita raga bhaya krodha stitadin muniruchyate. Now, how does this go very logically? Just see. We saw that Vita raga bhaya krodha. This part has to be very clear. Vita raga bhaya krodha. Raga dvesha. You will work out to reduce it first from adharmika raga dvesha. It should move to dharmika raga dvesha. From dharmika raga dvesha, reduce it from kamya dharmika raga dvesha, move to nishkama dharmika raga dvesha. I'm repeating again. Now we are using technical words. All this have been explained. First is adharmika kamya raga dvesha. Start dropping that. Anything adharmika is not acceptable. From there, move to dharmika ragadvesha or dharmika kamya arthakama. When we come to dharmika arthakama, slowly now we have to mature. Don't look at only yourself as a consumer, be a contributor. And once you are a contributor, then it will be dharmika nishkama karma. Dharmika nishkama karma. Correct? What will dharmika nishkama karma give? Chitta shuddhi. What will chitta shuddhi give? Jnana yogyata. What will jnana yogyata give? A guru. What will guru give? Jnanam, shravanam. Then you have to work on mananam and nididhyasana. And what is that jnanam which the guru will give? Care of Sloka number 11 to 30, chapter 2. Atma jnanam. Once that jnanam is there, then just the knowledge is not enough. You have to remove a lot of doubts which will be there. That is through manana. Okay, lot of granthas are there, guru are there. They can help for you to remove all the doubts which will come. Okay, because there may be certain places which will be contrary to our day-to-day experience and knowledge versus what the Shastra says. How to handle it. Okay, then once the conviction is there, yes, this is the right thing, still we will have our own nature, that emotions of ours, although we have controlled at a very superficial and a little in depth, but still deep rooted emotions are there, which are very natural and they will come out unknowingly. So, a lot of sensitivity at that time is important. Nididhyasana is highly sensitive mind, highly subtle, very, you will be able to pick up all the small nuances. And that's how you become very sensitive to it. Which I was gross very earlier, I become very sensitive to it. Okay. And at that time of Nididhyasana, it is not looking at someone and comparing yourself. Very clearly. Neither looking at yourself and comparing others. No. It is purely for oneself, for our inner growth, so that we become jnana nishtha. Okay, and this jnana nishtha is the person who is called sthitadhi. One who has done shravana manana is called sthita prajna. He has got that knowledge of atma jnanam, but he is not yet established in it. How does he get established? Vita raga bhaya krodha because these are innate in us. Raga, Bhaya, and Krodha. These three are innate in us. Unknowingly it will come because they are deep rooted. Being sensitive about that is what is Nididhyasa. And once you have been able to do that, then you are a Sthita Dhi. So Sthita Dhi is Jnana Nishtha and Sthita Prajna is one who has got Jnanam. Okay, right. Now, when we say Vita Raga Bhaya Krodaha, this particular, see, then are we saying, see, understand this is very, sometimes it can be a lot of confusion. That means, are we saying that a jnani will not have any desires at all? He will not feel hungry, he will not feel thirsty. Even if he feels, he will say, what, nothing, I will not bother about it. Is it that? No, perfectly not. So don't mistake it. Then what does it say? Desires will be there, dharmika desires will be there. Even dharmika desires should not be poisonous dharmika desires. When you say poisonous, what does it mean? Poisonous dharmika desire means they bind you. The three bindings come: dukkhamishritatvam, bandhakatvam, atruptikaratvam. Okay. So what are non-poisonous dharmic desires which do not bind you? Now, how do we do this? How do we convert a poisonous binding desire to a non-poisonous binding desire? Anyone remembers? How do we convert this poisonous binding desire to non-poisonous unbinding desires?
I'm not getting attached to the phala.
Can't hear you.
By taking the फल as प्रसाद भावना, जो भी आएगा मैं उससे एक्सेप्ट कर लूंगा.
Yeah. So one word we are told in English.
Devalue.
We will not devalue it. Okay. Convert your choices to preferences. You remember? We have choices. Choices are bound choices. The moment we convert it to preferences, what does it mean? If you ask me, I have a choice. If I get it, it is okay. If I don't get it, I'm still okay. So I have a preference for it, but those preferences are not binding preferences. They are, if it is bound, it becomes, it's my choice. I need to do it. I need this way only. Morning coffee, if it is not there, the day will not go proper. Correct? If that becomes a binding one, then it is poisonous. Why? There is a kamaha. The moment this kamaha is not satisfied, it will convert to krodha. Okay, Vita, Raga, Bhaya, Krodha. So that kamaha has to be addressed as non-binding kamaha, as preferences. So I put effort. See, when you see preferences, then that you have actually toned down that level very clearly. I put effort. I want certain results, but it is my preference. It is not a must. Same way, anichannapi, if I don't even do anything but someone, it's just my preference. So that is why they will give an example. Imagine there is going to be or there is a sammelan of all the swamis and sadhus, All India Sadhu Association, All India Sadhu Association decided to have All India Sammelan of sadhus, and from all the places sadhus have come there. all jnanis. Okay, and then they are talking. There are lectures, there are discussions, there are various exchange of views, and as per the program they are going. Then comes the lunch time. So the organizers are grihasthas. They are not sadhus. So they thought, these sadhus every day they are having bhiksha. Why not give them some good time? So like our marriages, they had organized buffet. No bhiksha for them. Buffet. So you have got a North Indian counter, you have got a South Indian counter, you have got a East Indian counter, West Indian. You talk of whichever you want. Okay. And then two sadhus who had learned together as childhood, during their young days, they were together with the same guru. So they were talking. One is a North Indian Sardarji, other is a South Indian. So both of them are talking and coming. And when they come, they just look at things. So the North Indian by nature will go to the puri sabji, and the South Indian by nature will go for the curd rice. Okay, but in case there was only one type of food and it was only curd rice, yet the North Indian sadhu will still eat it without grumbling about it. I have a preference, but if it is not there, that is Ishvara Prasada, I am okay with it. Are you understanding? That is how it is going to be. So if it is available, surely they will say, okay, I will go there, pick up some puris and come here, you take some curd rice, then we will continue talking and eating. Anyway, sadhus will not do that way. But so that you all understand it, a story is concocted. None of the sadhus will go there with a plate and they are anyway bhavati bhikshan dehim, but it will be properly done. Okay. So in any case, understand these are preferences. We can have many such preferences and they become non-binding preferences. If they are non-binding preferences, then they will not create any problem to me. And if they don't create a problem to me, either they are satisfied, I'm okay. If it is not satisfied, I'm still okay. I will never get from raga, it will never go to dvesha. It will never go to kama, it will never go to krodha. Okay. That is why these kama are called nirbijatva. These kama are as though they are roasted seeds. They look the normal seed. You take some seeds, roast them. Okay. And it should look alike. Just heat it. Okay. It should not get blackened from outside. Okay. And then you mix it with other seeds. Then give it to someone to the farmer to plant it now. What will happen to these roasted seeds? Will they germinate? They will never germinate. So everything seemingly looks the same but doesn't have a potency to germinate. So my desire seemingly looks the same, doesn't have a potency to take it ahead further. Then it becomes non-binding. Are we able to get this clearly? What are non-binding preferences? Look at your own desires. Some of them will be binding desire, some of them will be non-binding desire. Okay. For example, when you go to someone's house, what will you have? Chai or coffee? Kuch bhi chalega. Now, what do you mean kuch bhi chalega? I have no specific preference, but I'm okay with any of them. And genuinely, if anything comes, you should not think in your mind, oh, I wanted the other thing. Then you should have told it very clearly when you have been given a choice to exercise it. Right? Otherwise, just accept what comes as Ishvara Prasada. But there are certain things we will not leave. In a class, this is my bench. In yoga, this is the place where my mat will be. Very, very binding preference. Okay. I remember of our Pastaki uncle. If if old teachers and students remember, Pastaki uncle was highly binding preference. No lady should be near his yoga mat. In this place only my yoga mat will be there. If someone else comes, they will have to get up and move, and his he will place it there. This becomes binding preferences. Okay. Now what does that do? It
I didn't
no.
notice. I went and sat next to him one day.
Ah.
He picked up his hat and walked away.
Ah.
Then
First
I was told by somebody, don't sit next to me.
see, initially he will tell, but later on he stopped that. He started getting up and moving away. Anyway, doesn't matter. So let him be happy. Really, I remembered him, which is good. So binding preferences are, see, people are not bad. Please understand, everyone are good, but this binding thing, binding choices make them highly inflexible. Highly inflexible. Okay, so if we just reduce that inflexibility, thoda लौचिकता लेके आएंगे, bend a little, automatically this binding one, which is a poisonous, will become a non-binding, which are just preferences. And when preferences are there, you are actually in middle. You are not taking any extreme position. You are okay with everything. If that becomes a way of mind, it becomes actually easy to keep moving ahead. Nothing is a surprise then. Surprise means what? I had anticipated a particular incident, but something else contrary to that happened. Means what? I was bound with my own expectation. So when nothing becomes a surprise, what is the problem? You just be at the reality at that moment and take it ahead from there. Whatever it is, whatever it is. What can worse be there? One's own life can go, or someone else's life can go. Other than that, worst anything is possible? No. Even that should not be a surprise. Every day, every moment, so many leaves are going. Like that. This is also what is a surprise in it? Okay. So making ourselves prepared knowingly about this, and that is what is being very sensitive about. I remember about we met Bombay Swami. I don't know whether I've told you. He was once a he was once a used to stay in Matunga in SIWS school. He was studying. Very very brilliant student. Always first in the class, best in academics, best in NSS guy, highly disciplined and loud voice. He used to always be the leader there, and completed his engineering, got a very, very good salary working somewhere. One day he just took permission from parents, just gave up everything and got into learning and took sannyasa. Okay, he's still there. So uh, he's actually Ravi sir's one class senior. So they've all played together all the games with all slang language and all. Okay. So not we're not talking of someone who is totally बहुत पुराना नहीं. Just now he's still there. He meets people, very nice, very sober. He doesn't even keep a name for himself. Because people have to refer, they call him Bombay Swami. That's all. People have given a name Bombay Swami. And he's a person who is very, very knowledgeable, very learned, a complete jnana nishtha. Wherever he goes, he will just walk and move away. He will be only with one towel. That's it. One towel. Nothing else. Let it be cold, rain, or anything. No other kapda upar rahega hi nahi. He's been bit so many times by dogs. Never ever he has taken any medication. He says, I know mantras which will take care of it. क्योंकि रास्ते पे चलते रहेगा कोई he has walked a lot. He used to be sometimes in uh, your Narmada, Omkareshwar. From there he will go. He has come to Maharashtra also. From there he has gone to Coimbatore. Then he has been to Mattur. Then he was in Kanchi for some time. He'll keep moving, wandering. He's a wandering monk. तो रास्ते पे कोई भी कुछ भी हो जाता है, it doesn't matter. So when I was meeting him, he said, one thing is there. I don't know when that will leave me. And I was surprised. He's just casually he's talking, he's telling me, I have got one thing. I don't know when I will overcome that. I asked him, what is it? He said, these books are there now. Wherever I go, I have to carry them. When I'm going to leave these books? Think, two suitcases of books. That is a big burden for him. And that too, people are carrying and bringing. He will walk off, someone will carry and bring. But he says, when am I going to get detached from that? That is the level of preferences now. Think about it. People give bhiksha. He has got one. It's a naturally it's a fruit. It's a shell of a fruit. So he'll take that. Whatever you want, you put. Everything. जो भी डालना है डालो उसका अंदर. He will just mix everything. इतना निकालेंगे. He will give it to animals, birds, and everyone. Balance he will eat it every day. 3 times he will take bath every day. See, it's worth knowing and seeing such people. Then we understand how much we are entrenched with our own choices and our own restrictions. Once when I met him at Kanchi, doesn't matter, I'm just telling, giving you, going off the track, but then we understand what is Raga Dvesha only by these things. अगर हमने कुछ एक छोटा सा चीज छोड़ दिया, बोले चलो यार इससे चलो इसका आगे नहीं चाहिए, that too because we have got full, now we are devalued it, that is why we have left. तो उसने यहाँ पे मजा नहीं आ रहा है बोल के छोड़ दिया, and that we call बहुत बड़ा त्याग कर दिया. Only when we see such people, then we know that what is it that means to him. He was in Kanchi, especially for 1 year. He was very close to uh, Swami Jayendra Saraswati. And Paramacharya also knows him. I mean, he has studied and from that time. In fact, he has been he had been requested to become the next Acharya of the Kanchi Pita. But he said, no, I will not get stuck into any of these things. I will not. So he clearly told Paramacharya and moved out from there. But even today, so after Jayendra Saraswati Swami took Samadhi, he was there for 1 year in the same room where Jayendra Saraswati Swami was there. He was there only. His regular whatever is and complete after that 1 year. He said, okay, I will move out. For that 1 year, I'll be there because there was a, see, there is, especially when such institutions, when the senior person and when the overall in charge is no more, then there can be a lot of disturbances all around. So you don't have to do anything, but a person being there itself reduces a lot of this dust which comes out. It reduces, and that is required. That is required. We have seen it in many places. Suddenly, when Swamiji takes Samadhi, that institution, it is very, very difficult for them to stabilize. There will be so many people who would be listening, and then everyone सब लोग शुरू कर देंगे, ऐसा करना है वैसा करना है. So many things happen. Anyway, doesn't matter. So when I went to meet him there, it's a very interesting thing to see. Yeah? I've seen it myself because it was me and him, no one else. So the rooms in Kanchi Mutt where the Swamis and all those people are allowed to stay is you enter, there is a door, then there is a small room there. Now, then you straight away from the main door you go, you enter to the next door, and from the next door is actually a kitchen type of a thing where there is a platform, and then there is this side a small cot is put. Again, you keep going straight, you will have a door, then that will have four steps down, and that's a open place where you can wash vessels, you can wash clothes, you can do all those things there. जैसे पुराने घरों में used to have a place, घर का अंदर जो साफ सफाई नहीं करते थे, it used to be outside, but that also is completely closed, huh? It's a part of this house only. Every house will have that. So you enter one room, go straight, second room, go straight down, and then you have this place. Now, afternoon, he asked me, you go and eat food and come. I ate food and I came there. By the time he also, I don't know, he said many a times he may not even eat because at Mata and all, no one will give him a bhiksha. Bhiksha and all will not be given. If he wants whatever is there, he can go and eat. It is that way. So after that, he was sitting he was sitting on that steps, facing that Mori side. Okay. And the door was three-fourth like this, and there was a book of Shankara Bhashya and a scale in between so that if it closes also he knows which page it is, and a pen. So he'll keep noting, writing on that. He was sitting there. I was simply sitting on the other side wall. Now, the way he was sitting, like I'm sitting here and this side, next to him was a window. And the window had a jali. Outside the window was a big tree. Bada jhad tha. So he is sitting and talking to me. He is not aware what is happening at the window because it is sight to him. But for me, I am sitting on the opposite side. I can see the window clearly. And I was just looking at that. Suddenly, I saw one monkey coming there. Big one, huh? Not a small. Now, immediately inside me, Vitaraga Bhaya Krodaha, full Bhaya, nothing else. What if that monkey comes in? And what if he also does not know that there is a monkey here? He is telling something. I am saying, my eyes are there at the monkeys. Yeah, this is how it is, correct. And he was talking about various things about Adi Shankaracharya was telling about few things. Okay. Then after some time, my that inner bhaya could not stop. So I said, Swamiji, do you know? Because by the time 3-4 monkeys had already come there. So it is now a battalion. Hanuman ji ka pura wo aa gaye the sab. Kishkinda had come fully there, ready. So I said, better tell him. Because if he doesn't know, he can at least come in, close the door, and then we continue to speak. So I said, told him, oh, there are monkeys here. So you have to also show it. You have to put yourself into, oh, I'm very, very brave, like that. Oh, there are monkeys here. I asked. So immediately he said, oh, they have come. Okay, good, their time. Okay. So immediately he took the scale. Tack, tack, he just hit on the ground there. He said, wait, I will come. He got up from there, went inside, bought a box, and came inside. By the time these monkeys have all come there, none of them came in. One was trying to peep in, and I am like, oh my god, please come save me. I don't know what to do. And he has gone. Just inside, I told you that there is a kitchen-like place. There was a box. All the books were kept there. And there was a small box. He bought that out. Chota dabba. Put his hand, removed, मूंगफली निकाली और बाहर रख दिया ऐसा. And in one hand the scale, and the scale नीचे ऐसा tack, and he's talking to me. Then one really big one came, started eating. He's talking to me, telling that this one is the dada. ये इन लोग का दादा एकदम. he will not allow anyone else to come. The females are there, children are there, they are all afraid. But unless he takes, he will not allow anyone to come, he will fight. So he has to take and go. वो मान पान देना चाहिए. So he is explaining to me, हाथ में रख रहे, वापस निकाला थोड़ा डाला. And after एक दो मूड दे दिया, बोले चल, now you go, let others eat. And this guy moved also, because they are trained now, I think, they are trained. By the time the other, that छोटा पिल्लू सब कम कम बोल के उसको लेके आके उसको खिलाया, सबको खिलाते जा रहा था. एंड नीचे धूप गिर रही थी और एक बकेट में पानी भरा था. ये बंदर सब वो बकेट को ऊपर खड़ा रखे पानी पी रहे, इधर मूंगफली खाएंगे, उधर जाके पानी पिएंगे. ओके, 10 मिनट तक पूरा डब्बा खाली होने तक ये हुआ. And in between, if that other guy comes with that scale, he will just go. He will not hit them or anything. But उनको डरा के, क्योंकि others also shooting. Where is Bhaiya now? I'm asking, where is Bhaiya? On the other side, I am sitting. और मैं काँप रहा हूँ. गांडीवं स्रंसते हस्तात् त्वच्चैव परिदह्यते. Correct? And he is sitting there and giving them. It's a reality. That is the time you see what is the difference. Bhaiya, it's so innate. Unless we work on it, we cannot overcome. अपने आप जाएगा नहीं होता है. You have to go and face it. You have to touch it. You have to feel it. And then you will overcome it. So, Vita Raga Bhaya Krodaha. Lot of work is required to be done on this. It doesn't go by itself. That is what is that Nididhyasanam. Then you become Sthitadhi. The moment you have decided, क्या होगा वो काट के जाएगा और क्या होगा? Where is your buyer? It's gone. Correct? The moment you have genuinely decided वो क्या करेगा? काट के जाएगा और क्या करेगा? और क्यों काटेगा? जब when I don't do anything and I don't hurt them, why should they do anything? That's it. Nothing will happen then. And in that fear, we make an error. That error frightens them. Both are fearful now. They are also afraid, I am also afraid. And that is what creates a chaos. True with animals, true with human beings also. So the moment this fear is not there, then you are not bothered. Abhayam sarvabhutebhyaha is the main vow they take in sannyasa. Abhayam sarvabhutebhyaha. For everyone, right from a mosquito or an ant to anyone and everything, I will not be afraid, nor I will be a source of fright for them. Abhayam sarvabhutebhyaha. Okay, that's how it is. That is why it is not very easy. See, you can do it as a grihastha. That is why a sannyasa ashrama helps for it. As a grihastha, there are so many other impediments which will come. I want to give it up. By the time you see that some other innate relationship is pulling you in. So this dvandva will always be there in a grihastha ashrama. Okay, not saying that we have to leave grihastha ashrama and go, but being sensitive about it and converting preferences. Okay, so as Swamiji had said, two important things. One is what you have to be at home. Does anyone remember?
Paying guest.
Paying guest. So first P, paying guest. Second P, paying guest with preferences. Not binding choices, with preferences. 80% of the problem goes in Ragadvesha. Then you have to work on Bhaya. Dvaitat Bhayam Bhavati. More than one, there is Bhaya. Okay, more than one, there is Bhayam. Which is true, because both have to accommodate now each other. So Bhayam will be there. If there is only one, where is a question of Bhayam? That is Advaita Abhayam. Dvaita Bhayam. Is it clear? So that Advaita Jnanam, Brahma Jnanam is the one which says, I am the only one. Ahamasmi Prathamaja Ritasya. I am that only one. And where is the Bhayam then? Adrishe Anatme Nilayane Abhayam Pratishtham Vindate Athaso Bhayangato Bhavati Yada Hyevaisha Etasmin Udaramantarang Kurute Atha Tasya Bhayam Bhavati Tatveva Bhayam Vidusho Manvanasya Tadapyesha Shloko Bhavati Bhishasmadvatah pavate. Taittiriya Upanishad. What is Abhayam? And if Dvaita is there, Bhisha, Bhayam is going to be there. Every law of nature is running because of this Bhayam only. This Bhishasmadvatah pavate. Because of this fear, the wind is blowing. Bhishodeti Suryaha. The sun is rising every day because of this fear. Bhishasmad Agnischendrascha. Everything is running because of. When you say fear, what does it mean? Here it means binding. Isn't it the law of binding making it happen? Isn't it the law of this gravitation, law of centrifugal force, centrifugal? These are all laws which are making things happen continuously and regularly. That is what is called Bhaya. They are dependent or independent. They are highly dependent on each other. They are not at all independent. Okay, so this binding law creates bhayam. Is it clear now? Is it clear? So, Vita Raga Bhaya Krodaha Stitadihi Muniruchyate. Now, let us see the sequence how these two shlokas are going, and then you will see that how aptly Krishna has put these in a proper sequence. The first two are referring to the first two shlokas are referring to Sthita Prajna Lakshanam. Lakshanam means what is the nature, what is the property of this person, what are the characteristics of this person. Then Sthita Prajna Sadhanam will come. What sadhanas have to be done to be a Sthita Prajna, to become a Sthita Prajna, to maintain the Sthita Prajna. Okay, so Lakshanani, Sadhanani both are there in this, and that is why I am saying that it's so important. Once we know it, that is going to help us and guide us ahead. Okay, now let me tell you the sequence how it is going.
इंटरकॉमवर कोण होतं का आता?
See, Atmanyevatmana Tushtaha. You can write this. Actually, this is a very important one. If you go in the sequence, you will understand it very, very clearly. First is Atmanyevatmana Tushtaha. What is the trait of a Sthita Prajna? Atmani eva Atmana Tushtaha. I am happy as I am. I am complete. I am happy as I am. I don't need anyone else's certificate to tell me that I am happy or unhappy. No, I am happy and I am as what I am. Okay, this is the first trait. I am happy. Second one is I do not require things to complete me. I am complete by myself. I don't need anything else to complete me. First is I am happy with myself. Why I am happy with myself? Because I don't see any void, anything which I am lacking that I need that to make myself complete. So I'm complete by myself and I'm what I am. Is it clear? Okay. Then, very, very normal what will come when I'm complete by myself, my mind will be very relaxed. Whenever there is an urge to fulfill, the mind becomes restless. Correct? All our running about is to make us complete because we feel we are incomplete, and to make us complete, so many things we do, and mind becomes restless. So when I know I'm complete, when I know I'm full, when I know that I don't need anything, I have absolutely no tension, stress, or anything in my mind. And when I don't have that, mind is very equanimous, it's well balanced, and that is called sattva. Correct? So I have a samatvam in my mind, and by that I get a very, very, very high emotional stability. Correct? When this mind is highly stable, then I have no vita ragaha bhaya krodha. When that mind is fully stable and equanimous, there is nothing which I need to achieve as ragaha, nothing which I need to protect as dveshaha, nothing I'm going to get angry upon as krodha, nothing I will be fearful as, hence abhaya. Vita raga bhaya krodha. Correct? So if I have this vita raga, so vita krodha is natural. If vita raga and vita krodha is there, then abhaya is natural. It comes by itself, you don't have to put effort. It comes, right? That means I have my emotional independence. I am not dependent on anything for my emotions. And what will that give? Paripurna Vairagyam. Will not that give a Paripurna Vairagyam? Completely matured behavior. Because I don't need anything, I don't want anything. I'm not asking for anything, I'm not yearning for anything, I'm not losing anything. Right? Automatically, fear will go off. When that mind is so matured with kama and krodha, just completely moved out, then what is remaining is abhaya only. Where will bhaya come? Bhaya comes only with the competition in the mind, right? A competition comes only when you want something, but that itself is gone off. The seed for bhaya is completely taken out. Okay, and free from anger. And this is what, if such a person is there, will not that person love everyone? It is very natural. So you put effort only in the first one, the rest automatically keeps coming. At every step, you don't have to put effort. You have to put effort in. So it starts from where? What is the starting point of that? Viveka Purna Kamana Rahita. No bondage desires. It is starting there. Correct? If that is taken care, the rest will be taken care. Because they are all sequentially, naturally the result of the previous step. Is it clear? Yeah. Now, if such a thing happens, what is the state of such a person? Which is in the next shloka. Yes sarvatranabhisneha tat prapya shubhashubham nabhinandati nadveshti tasya prajna pratishthita. Yes sarvatranabhisneha tat prapya shubhashubham nabhinandati nadveshti तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठिता. यः सर्वत्र अनभिस्नेहः तत् तत् प्राप्य शुभ अशुभम न अभिनंदति न द्वेष्टि तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठिता. I'll repeat once more. Padavaga. Yaha sarvatra anabhisneha tat tat prapya shubham ashubham na abhinandati na dveshti tasya prajna pratisthita. Kasya prajnaha pratisthita? Whose mind is very well established. Tasya prajnaha pratisthita. Yasya यह सर्वत्र अनभिस्नेहः तत्तत् शुभम अशुभम प्राप्य न अभिनंदन्ति न द्वेष्टि. Is it clear? I'll repeat it, you will understand. This is a simple one. तस्य प्रज्ञाः प्रतिष्ठिता यस्य सर्वत्र अनभिस्नेहः तत्तत् शुभम न अभिनंदति प्राप्य अशुभम न द्वेष्टि प्राप्य. Is it clear? Okay. Yaha, that person, sarvatra. You know, when you say sarvatra, sarvatra means sarvatra, no exclusion. You know, I like everyone. I'm good with everyone. Except one person I can't stand. You have broken the rule. One person cannot stand many. You cannot stand only one. That's the only difference. But not acceptable. Yaha sarvatra anabhisneha. Who has got pure love. Now, what is the difference between this pure love and attachment? What is the difference between pure love and attachment? Pure love comes out of fulfillment. Attachment comes to fulfill yourself. Pure love is an outcome of not being attached. When you are not attached, pure love will keep flowing to everyone. But in an attachment, it is very selective. Selective for what? Not the person. Not the person. Selective for my wish. I like you because you are fulfilling my wish. The day you do not fulfill my wish, you are my Mahashatru. When the child comes first in the class, till 10th standard, every parent will brag. son, first, always first. Then after that, whatever engineering, doctor, accountancy, whatever, first. Oh, what a great job he has got. Very handsome salary. Every time sends money to us, takes care of us. Very good, very nice. He is very good. But now comes the issue. He got married to that girl now. She is the reason. हाँ, समझ में आ रहा है? यस सर्वत्र अनभिस्नेह is what is said. Not workable. That means so far as this boy was giving everything what you want, he is very good. The moment that channels have started stop little by little, he is very bad. So what were you looking at? The boy or your needs? It's a matter of introspection. We have to be very, very clear here. Okay. Whoever it may be, that's how it is. So at a point of time, if you change it to preference, if you are coming first, good. If you are not coming first also, okay for me. If you take care, good. If you don't take care also, okay for me. I will not disown you. Okay. So convert that very strong binding attachment to preferential attachments. Automatically sarvatra anavisneha will come. To everyone, sarvatra anavisneha. Now tell me, for a jnana nishtha, a jnani, a jivan muktaha, will there be karma phala? For a jivan muktaha, is there karma phalam or not?
They will, there will be karma phala. He will accept it as Ishwar Prasada.
Will there be karma phala or not?
So there will not be karma phala.
Huh?
Karma
For a
phala,
ask, listen to my question
for Jivan
clearly.
Mukta, for a Jivan Mukta, he will not be attached to karma phala.
What is my question?
Will there be karma phala or not?
Yes. Answer is yes or no.
Every karma will have a phala.
No, no. Answer is yes or no.
Yes, yes, yes.
A jivan muktaha, will he have karma phala or not?
Yes, yes,
No. No.
yes.
Okay. One person no, others are saying yes. Okay. What is jivan mukta?
Moksha.
Open Tattva Bodha, I can't help you. You have to open Tattva Bodha and read. Answer will not come from me. Answer is there in Tattva Bodha. And unless you all read it and tell me clearly what it is, we cannot go ahead. Because it is related to that. If that knowledge is not clear, then this particular sentence will not be understood.
Jivan Mukta is fulfilling his karma phala for the sanchit karmas. He will not have any karma phala for agami karma.
So what is mentioned?
Whatever,
What is mentioned in Tattva Bodha? You have to open Tattva Bodha. No other answer here. Read the proper lines for me, then we go ahead. How many years are over after Tattva Bodha?
कर्म ब्रह्मैवाहमिति निश्चयात्मज्ञानेन नश्यति आगामि कर्म अपि ज्ञानेन नश्यति किंच आगामि कर्मणां नलिनी दलगत जलवत् ज्ञानिनां संबंधो नास्ति।
Now what is it mentioned? This is where it's a very crucial statement, very clearly mentioned here. First line, again read. The lines are now clear. This is what I wanted to hear. First read the first line and what does it mean? Brahmaivahamiti. Read loudly. Let everyone listen.
संचित कर्म ब्रह्मैवाहमिति निश्चयात्मक ज्ञानेन
नश्यति. संचित कर्म ब्रह्मैवाहमिति निश्चय ज्ञानेन नश्यति. What does that mean? A statement बोल दिया है. Now meaning also you want me to tell, then there is a problem. Then we can't continue in Bhagavad Gita. We have to go back to Tattvabodha. Brahmaivahamiti. Not even one person out of.
Sir, sir, by establishing himself in Brahma Jnanam, his Sanchita karma is destroyed.
It's completely destroyed. Correct? Okay. This is a statement. Correct. We are not here to challenge statements. The statement is very clear. Brahma jnanenaiva sanchita karma nashyati. Okay. Next statement. Agami
कर्म अपि ज्ञानेन नश्यति किंच
wait. Agami karma api jnanena nashyati, comma. What does that mean?
It's also destroyed. Agami karma phala is not there for him.
So, what is Sanchita and what is Agami? Hopefully everyone knows that. Otherwise, पूरा रामायण होने के बाद राम का सीता को नहीं पूछो.
Current janma karma is agami. And accumulated over janma is sanchita.
Karma phala. So accumulated over past janmas, all the janmas is called Sanchita. That bundle, see, why is this statement made? If there is something remaining in Sanchita, what will happen?
Prarabdha gets rectified.
There will be another prarabdha.
There is prarabdha.
Correct. Right? Now you got it. So that means that full bounty is completely burnt off. Yathai sasamidhognihi bhasmasat kurute yata jnanagnidagdha karmanam bhasmasat kurute tatha. With that jnanam, completely that gets burnt off. Okay. How does it get burnt off? Simple. How much ever I have knowledge coming out of my dream, the moment I wake up, I know that is a dream and that is not true. Same way, how many janmas ka karma phala, even if it is there, the moment I have that Brahmajnanam, Aham Brahmasmi, that awakening will completely in a fraction of a second burn off everything of this. Is it clear? Okay. Now he says, in this janma, because now past ka booty is over, but there is a prarabdha going on. And till this moment, certain prarabdha has got fructified into agami karma. I have been living until today, till a jnani gets jnanam, jnana nishta, there are karmas and karma phalas which are going on, right? So there are agamis which are there. What happens to that? agami karmadapi nashyati. So till now, whatever agami is generated is also gone off. Is it clear? Then he has put a comma. Kinchid. What is the statement?
Agami karmanam.
Kinchit agami karmanam nalini dalagata jalavat jnanino sambandho nasti. Correct? Is that correct?
Yeah, jnanino sambandho.
So, after jnana nishta, is karma there or not? Is karma phala there or not? We were very, very happy to tell that everything is gone. That is why now that jnani is only waiting to die and everything is over, khatam. Tattva has not told it
like
that.
Water does not stick to that lotus leaf. It will not affect him.
That is right, but does he have karma phala or not? Is the question.
So that of them has to get over.
Does he have karma phala or not? One by one, we have to know.
He will have.
Yeah, he will have, but it will be like
Wait. First, he has karma phala.
Yes.
Yeah, go step by step. Don't jump.
He will have.
Don't jump here. Otherwise, again, in Tattva Bodha, what you jumped has got this problem here. Now, don't jump. First is he has got karma phala. He is a jnani, he is a jnana nishta, yet he has got karma phala. Please make this very clear. How do we know? He has got an existing prarabdha till he dies. Correct? In that prarabdha, after jnanam also, he is going to do certain karmas. Will not that karma give karma phala? Will it give or will it not give? Or the rule for jnani is different?
No,
it will give.
It will give. Alpana, it will give. Alpana, yes, it will give. Making it very clear.
But he's not attached. And
That is a separate thing. See, don't mix up two things. Karma theory, there is a karma. Whoever does karma will give karma phala. Whether that karma phala is a binding karma phala or a non-binding karma phala does not depend on the karma phala, but depends on the karta. The karta has got jnanam here. Think about it. So there is going to be, that is why he said kinchit agami, if it is there, which will come. Because he is going to be with Ishvara prasada. He will be in that bhavana only because that is his nature. Still, because the prarabdha is there, some amount of karma phala will get generated as agami. That agami, nalini dalagata jalavat, it will be just very, very gently because it has to be there. It can't just go away. Till when? Till the prarabdha gets over. That is why Tattva Bodha had to tell next two lines. If Tattva Bodha had told that after jnana nishta, no karma phala will be there, the next two sentences were not required at all. What are the next two sentences? After that, what is the two sentence?
Kinchaye jnanam suvanti archayanti tam prati jnanikritam agami punyam gacchati.
See, that agami will become punyam and go to the others. How they have now clearly closed it here. Now, this is, when you look at it, it is not from jnani's perspective. This is where Alpana, our issue comes here. When you look at it from jnani's perspective, then neither the prarabdha was there, nor the Sanchita was there, nor the Agami will be there, because all that is related to Sharira, and I am not Sharira. Then it is related to whom? It is related to Ajnanis. Looked up from Ajnani's perspective, we will tell logically that every prarabdha till it ends, there has to be some Agami. That Agami will have to get exhausted. If you are telling that, that is not being the closing balance, that he will not take a Janma next, that means I have to distribute it and close it. For that, they came out with a formula. What is the formula? Ye jnaninam stuvanti. Who does all good? Jnaninaha punya karmana. Why? That prarabdha is going to give punya and papam to the jnaniya. Think about it. A jnani cannot get cancer. Yes or no? Will it pain or will it not pain? It will pain. Will he feel the pain or not? He will feel the pain. Will he be disturbed because of that or not? He may be a little, but to a high chances he may not, or he should not. Right? Suppose we make that, okay, 70% and above are all jnana nishta. I'm just giving you some, we have to make some scale. Na? Someone who is at 95% jnana nishta and someone who is at 70% jnana nishta. Both are jnana nishta. Will not the response be a little different? Below 70, so they are not jnana nishta. And below 35, like us, ajnani, no jnanam also. Make sense? So, these probabilities are there. And that is why even Bhagavad Gita puts this, how dukkeshu anudvignamanaha sukeshu vigatasprihaha. Why? Otherwise they need not have told that, right? Person is a jnani, correct? Yes or no? Person is jnani. Then why did they put dukkeshu anudvigramana and sukheshu vigataspriha? That means sukha dukkha will come for jnani also. Then what is the difference between jnani and ajnani? Our response to that will be different. His response to that will be different. Are we able to get this? Is there a clarity? If we are assuming that, okay, I put publicly on 7th of May 2022 at 10:47 a.m. I am going to become Jnana Nishta. That means from 10:48, I will not have Sukha Dukkha. I will not have any Karma Bala. Can it be that way? This is where we normally can tend to make a mistake. So it's a process. And Jnani's Jnana Nishthatvam is also a process. It takes time, Paripakvata to come. That is what is Nididhyasanam. So in between that also some Agami will be generated. But immediately that person becomes sensitive and does not get hooked onto it. From a Jnani's perspective, he can even consider whatever comes, it is my Sharira doing it. Like Upanishad says, na, Kamokarshi namo namaha, Kamokarshi Kamaha karoti, Naham karoti, Kamah karta, Naham karta, Kamak karayita, Naham karayita. It is Kama which is doing, not me who is doing. Who have not understood it will put the blame saying that I am not doing, after doing everything, Kama is doing it. We are not referring to them. We are referring to a Jnani who knows very clearly that the law of nature will just go on the way it is. I have to be aligned to it. That means if I am there, I have a mind. If I have a mind, that mind has a particular quality. If there is a particular quality, there will be sukha, dukkha, taratamyam will be there. I will experience it. Then what should I do? I can not at all react. Think three options are there. I can not at all do anything. कोई भी कुछ भी करो. Yes, why I am saying, yes sarvatra nabhisneha will come in that, the meaning will come like that. आके मुझे कोई चप्पल से मारे, yes sarvatra nabhisneha. Are we saying that just be indifferent and just don't do anything and just simply keep quiet? Is that what does it mean? Yes sarvatra nabhisneha. Because if you do something, someone else is going to get impacted, yes or no? For anyone doing anything, there are always two views to it, one for and one against. Even if a Swamiji does something, we have our own view. Why did the Swamiji do like that? Yes or no? Right? Like that day when we were in the Shivananda Lahari. Shivananda Lahari is a Bhakti Grantha. Completely Dvaita. There is no Advaita part to it at all. Don't bring Advaita there. And Bhagavad Padacharya is saying, my mind is so bad. I am very unlucky. And there is a genuine question coming from a student. But isn't he demeaning himself? When he is a Advaita Jnanacharya, why is he demeaning himself? But this is a Dvaita Grantha. You cannot bring Advaita here because Advaita is a principle. The same Shankara Bhagavad Padacharya, after writing this, would be taking the next class on Aham Brahmasmi. Nothing wrong. Are we getting it? So he has come down to a plane of Dvaita to bring up the Bhakti part to it. And there he is a pure Dvaiti. No Advaita at all here. Vyavahara. Completely related to Vyavahara. So when it comes to Vyavahara, because even the Swamijis, even the Acharyas, they will do Vyavahara, will be there. Not doing anything is not an answer. Okay, what is the second situation? What is the option? I react. Something happens, I just react. First option is, I don't do anything at all. Chupchap baith jao. It's in short called running away. As what Arjuna wanted to do. That is not acceptable. Vedanta, Vedas, nothing accept that because they believe that every human being has got a Purushartha. Yes or no? Running away is not an answer. Keeping quiet is not an answer. Okay. Then I can immediately react to it. When I say react, it means thoughtlessly react. Without understanding, just react. Take hot oil, put some mustard seeds. The mustard seeds are not going to think, oh, the oil will, oh, is it going to be hot? Let me see. Okay, let me keep quiet. I will not splutter. No, it will it will go. Like that, anyone whose nature is that way, how much ever you tell, don't get angry. See, I am telling you, I will not get angry. Arey Baba, don't get angry. See, I told you I am not getting angry. Arey, you are getting. Again, if you tell me that you are getting angry, then you see what will happen. Arey, why are you raising your. Where am I raising my voice? Now you understand what is happening. Thought is something different. Action is something different. And this is what is called reacting. They are not responding. They are not thinking, assimilating, planning, and then acting. Okay, and this is a difference when it comes to response. One person will either not do anything or react. There will be very few people who will respond at all the situation, not sit without any action, but respond appropriately so that there is benefit for everyone. This reminds me of a very nice story of Paramacharya. I have told this earlier. This is how a person responds. This response, which you cannot think, they will so easily do it, and you'll be astonished. My God, how can such a person even think like this? And that is pure love. Paramacharya used to go to various villages, towns, cities, because he was a parivrajaka. He was a wandering monk. So in one of the villages, and no big expectation, any old temple will be there or any place where no one is there, they will just immediately camp, stay there, move out from there. Someone will cook some puja ke liye, some place will be there, that's it. So in one of this small village, there's nothing there. They had camped and it was a little far from the cities and all. And obviously that time there was no communication and all. See, all these Swamijis and all, they never have any mobiles ideally. No one will have any, and they will just keep moving when they want. It will be others who will be taking their things and going behind them as seva. They will just keep moving ahead. They will not ask anyone, they will not plan anything, they will not tell anyone. They will say, morning, get up, chalo. They'll start moving. Others have to just follow. And no one will dare to even question them what they are doing, why they are doing. Because that is how it is. They are a parivrajaka. They are wandering people. And if you want their blessings, you have to do seva, be behind them. What they are doing, just follow it. So they have been away from the main city like Chennai or some place near Kanchipuram and all, quite away, for 200 or 300 kilometers away. And in this place, there was a nice banyan tree. It was अच्छा सा कट्ठा जैसा बनाया था लगता है, or a people tree, and he was sitting below that and doing dhyana. His danda was kept resting on the tree. Suddenly the air was blowing and this particular stick, it is not very heavy, it is a very light stick. Halka sa it moved and it fell down. Acharya was doing his dhyana. There was a small boy around. Seeing that Acharya's danda has fallen down, he goes up and makes it stand, keeps it in the place again. And this is seen by others. And this is a big problem now. Why? That danda cannot be touched by anyone. These acharyas danda cannot be touched by anyone. They have to only keep it. They have to only hold it. They have to only do puja every day of it. It is a very sacred thing and it will be with them. And the rule is, sometimes this danda breaks. Sometimes it becomes tattered. सड़ जाते हैं अंदर, वुड है, सड़ जाएगा अंदर से, खराब हो जाएगा. Sometimes by mistake someone touches it. Then there is a protocol. They have to initiate the danda completely with a lot of 1 full day's puja is there. They have to get the stick, they have to do all those things, and then only again the new danda will be taken. And what it means that a danda is changed means what you know. After taking sannyasa, whatever you have done, tapas and austerities, the benefit, the phala of that is in this danda. If the danda goes, your phala is also gone. That is what actually it means. And looking at this, all the people were very, very angry, saying that what this boy, who asked him to go up and do? We do not know how Acharya will react. It is so, after so many, he is very old at that time, so many years, the whole stick, the danda's impact completely has gone off. Slowly, Acharya opens his eyes, comes out from the jnana. He sees it, he understands. He simply went into silence. He didn't do anything. Maunam. Straight went into silence. No food, no water, nothing. Think, no one will have an idea what needs to be done now. Okay. People were all angry about this small boy. Who asked you to go and touch? See what has happened now. And he is there, keeping quite relaxed, closed his eyes. No food, no water, no speech. These people do not know what to do now. प्रॉब्लम तो आ गया है, उसका सॉल्यूशन क्या है मालूम नहीं है. सॉल्यूशन देने वाला भी चुपचाप बैठ गया है, आंख बंद कर दिया है. मार्गदर्शन के लिए कोई नहीं है. Then somehow few people went somewhere and met some learned pundits and asked what to do and all. They said, oh, like this it has happened, then there is the only option is you have to get a new danda, do the puja and then give it to him, and then only he will be able to bear it. Till that he will not touch this danda. Immediately, okay, there is no other option. This is the only thing which is left. Means चलो उठो, जाओ immediately, जो भी मिलेगा टांगा साइकिल जो भी मिलेगा जाएंगे. Let us go 300 kilometers, get the, क्योंकि वहां से भटजी किसी को लाना पड़ेगा. सबका तैयारी करो, ये ऑलरेडी शाम हो रहा है, आज रात तो कुछ नहीं होएगा. Tomorrow morning we'll have to do the puja and all the, it's an elaborate one. So you need to get only those people who know how to do it. Get the stick, do all those things. Then after that, after the puja by 3 o'clock, lunch will be there. After this person is simply sitting quite, आँख बंद है, battery is gone, charger. आँख बंद है एकदम, nothing can be done. They started making all the arrangements. Next day वहां से भटजी आ गए, काम चालू कर दिया, पूरा जो करना था सब करके दोपहर को 3 बजे तक वो खत्म करके, then they gave the danda. Then he woke up and he had something. And everyone actually thought, just one minute. Yeah. So everyone thought, because everyone are waiting now to see Acharya's response. What is he going to do? Once he starts speaking, is he going to now scold the boy? You don't know his reaction. Or scold people, where were you all? Why you could not protect it? And सबका मतलब हालत खराब, चुपचाप बैठे, किसका ऊपर बॉम्ब गिरेगा मालूम नहीं. एंड तब तक वो बच्चा भी उधर ही है, पेरेंट्स और बाकी का लोग उसको कोस रहे ऐसी, बिकॉज ऑफ यू स्वामी जी हैज नॉट हैड फूड आल्सो, फुल नाइट ही हैज बीन सिटिंग देयर. एंड वंस ऑल दिस हैपेंड, ही सेड, don't shout at this boy. And they were all surprised. Don't tell him anything. He's a small boy. Don't tell him anything. It is not his mistake. And all of them were surprised. Then few people who are close by, they say, but how can you say that? He should not have gone and touched. That time he says, he's that lucky person who got all my karma phala, he has got it. Isn't he lucky? In a fraction of a second he got this. What a prarabdha he has got. And look at me. After doing all this tapas, I don't have anything to do. And because I am so unlucky, I did prayaschitta by not eating, not speaking till the danda was being ready. This is called Yes Sarvatrana Visneha. Think about it. What a magnanimity one should have to know and be ready to give. And this is clearly a jnana nishtha, because he knows for people only this danda, karma phala, and all those things. For him, it doesn't matter anything. But in front of people, he cannot change it. He has to keep that value system very clearly and say that, see, this boy is God. So all are happy about it. And he doesn't have any regret about what has happened. It's a cleansing time. Okay. This is how it means yes sarvatrana visneha. Okay. So tat prapya shubha ashubham. So shubham will also come, ashubham will also come. That means what? Karma phala is going to come even for a jnani. Then when shubham comes, na nandanti. He is not going to jump up. Na nandati. अरे वाह मुझे ये मिला. अशुभम आया तो न द्वेष्टि. Only that person's prajna, wisdom is fully established in that Brahma Tattva, the Atma Tattva. Okay. Same shloka only we have taken up. We have gone out and seen examples, but the shloka is the same. So the shloka is, what is the starting? Yes, sarvatra visneha tattat prapya shubhashubham. Sarvatra, not even one person, in no situation, at no moment, he is not going to be not liking anyone. Always pure love for everyone at all times. He will also have good times and bad times. But he will not react to any good times and bad times. He will very clearly think, respond in such a way which is going to be beneficial to many. That will be his response. Na abhinandati, na dveshti. Why? Tasya prajnaha is completely established. Is it clear? We'll start the next shloka and explanation. We'll see it next time. Yada samharate chayam kūrmōngānīva sarvashah indriyāni indriyārthebhyah tasya prajñā pratishtita. Now this one is sthita prajña or sthira prajña sadhanani. Lakshanam is over now. Sadhanas are going to start now. What that person needs to do to maintain it. Achieving it is one part. Maintaining is much tougher. Right? Breaking a record is not easy, agreed. But maintaining that record and ensuring no one else breaks it is still tougher. And that is what in the next shloka we will learn what needs to be done. And that is a crux of Sthita Prajna Sadhana. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Tat Sat Brahmarpanamastu. We'll start with shloka number 58. Yada Samrate Chayam Kurmōngānīva Sarvashah in the next class. Hari Om Tat Sat.
धन्यवाद सर.
धन्यवाद. Hari Om.
धन्यवाद.
Hari Om.
धन्यवाद.